This is my video performance slash code review for the Project Mars Expedition, the trip to Mars. And to first start off, um, I have really just everything under just the main program. I didn't really create any other classes because I just didn't think of that would be as necessary. And as you can see, you can put here's an introduction of the program. So once it runs, this is kind of the introduction it gives you on what the program does. Over here, you have what will ask the user for an input of how many people are in the crew, including the captain. And let's see. Over here is a so the program runs under a if-else statement, stating that well, before I get to the if-else statement, over here you have the 2D array for the names of the crew. So essentially that connects to the if-else statement that runs essentially a majority of the program, which states if the length of the crew name array is equal to 5, then it should run the program as designed. But if the user, for example, inputs a number less than 5 or greater than 5, it will go here to the else statement, which will give a warning notification for the user. And then from here is the a for loop designed to gather the right amount of crew member names plus the captain. So over here you have the while statement for the captain itself. So it'll only ask for one captain name, which under the while statement, which is also with the over here with the variable int captain name number equal 1. And then over here you have the for loop asking for 4 crew member names, and will as more crew member names are added, this will then be inserted into the 2D, well, not the 2D, or yeah, the array of the crew name over here, and it'll add on. And then this will display the name and the crew members by gathering whichever slot they are in the array. Over here, it displays the size, the total size of the crew. And then over here, this is where the food system gets implemented in the program. So over here you have a for loop that will display kind of the members to weeks of food essentially. And well, below over here, I couldn't figure out a better way to display a decrease in food supplies through a other looping system because it just wouldn't work. So I kind of just had to use this as the best method. And I know there's probably a better practice for it, but I just couldn't really implement it correctly. So I had to run this kind of system for the 2D array for the food with the crew members. And then let's see what else. Oh, over here, this will print out the weeks in which the Mars mission is designed, which was, I believe, if I remember right, 14 weeks, was it? Just make sure on that. Or however many weeks there was. Oh, wait, it should be up here with the array, actually. 12 weeks. 12 weeks in the Mars expedition. And this will essentially it will give you the weeks and the amount of food that is left as it decreases. So as the number of weeks increases, the amount of food supply decreases under this for loop. And let's see what else. Yeah, this is just the conclusion then for the program, stating that the status report is complete and to just have a great day, I guess. And so if I were to run the program, first off, it gives you, as I stated, it does print out the introduction and then states here how many are in the crew including captain. So if I were to put something like 2, something that isn't equal to 5, it will lead me to the else statement saying that that is an error. So if I were to run it again, if I were to say that there were 5, then it would ask for the captain name, which I'll just put this. Then it'll start asking for the crew members' name. So I'll just put this. And so once you input all the names, it displays the captain name and all the crew members right below all the user input. Then again, over here it displays the total crew size. And then this is where it displays the each crew member to the amount of weeks in the exploration with the amount of food. Oh, and before I get to more into detail on that, I do want to point out that it does. Oh, over here. So this is that line is to state that since the part of the project it stated that don't count all of the first week, so it had to be cut in half. So this is what this line is. And other than that, let me go back to the output. So over here, it would state the name of each crew member. And then as the weeks go by, you notice that also the amount of food supplies go down by the constant amount it's supposed to go. And then it states it with every single crew member. So every 5 names that was input in the program should have their weeks and their food supply. And then there's the conclusion for everything right here for the program. And that is it for this part of the project for the Mars expedition, the trip to Mars.